Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moonshine himself.
Of Harlem.
What up, Dímelo, mi gente, que lo que? You already know this is Pawn, Drunk, Boxer, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, El Sazón, El Borracho, El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday, Barclays Center, NYC, Brooklyn, New York, we got Danny Swift Garcia, Philadelphia, Brotherly Love versus Jose Benavidez, Latinos in the building, Puerto Rican, Ecuadorian, Mexicano. Vámonos, señores y señoras. Ladies and gentlemen, we going to discuss it. We're going to go just straight to the point, ladies and gentlemen. We're going straight to the point, man. Smash the like button on your way in. Smash the like button on your way in. Everybody right now, man, if you want to get your t-shirt right now, God first, everything second. Y'all already know the slogan, God first, everything second. Y'all already know who we are. We're brothers and sisters, sons and daughters of the Most High. God first, everything second. You can get your shirts right now. You know what I'm saying? They be having the little in the spring app or whatever is right down in the descriptions or right below the videos when you time in. Also, if you want to become a member of Punch Drunk Boxing, y'all already know, support the grind, support the movement, support your boy, Mr. Moonshine. Show your loyal support to the channel and the grind and become a member as well. Also, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. We out here working. Let's go. Let's talk about the title. Let's talk about the thumbnail. Let's talk about, also, I want to talk about the video that I dropped last night about Danny Swift Garcia and this narrative that been pushed for so many years with Danny Swift Garcia about cherry picking. But look, his resume says something else. His resume is something else. We can also talk a little bit about Demetrius Andrade. What is he going to do? Y'all saw the short video. Y'all haven't seen the short video, go check it out. I said, man, my boy Demetrius Andrade, man, one of my favorite fighters. But I don't know what else. I mean, the boxing world just don't love you. The boxing politics don't love you. The promoters don't love you. The fighters don't want to fight you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what it is. Everybody want to shame him with Janabek, but let's be real. If he beats Janabek, y'all ain't gonna give him no credit. But I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now, straight now. What's good, Tate Bailey's? If y'all want to shame Demetrius Andrade to fight Janabek, y'all better put him on a pound for pound if he beats y'all Janabek. Y'all better put him on a pound for pound when he beats Janabek. If this Janabek is the future, the messiah of the middleweight division, y'all better put Demetrius Andrade on the pound for pound top 5 if he beats Janabek. That's the guy that y'all want to shame. That's the guy that y'all want. That's what y'all want in the middleweight division. Y'all don't want to shame Triple G to fight Demetrius Andrade. Y'all ain't never want to shame Triple G. Triple G can do whatever he want to do. Everybody could chase Canelo Alvarez, even Triple G, but Triple G, he could do whatever he want to do, right? No unification bouts in the middleweight division. The most important fight in the middleweight division is Janabek and Demetrius Andrade. That man better be on your pound for pound list, ladies and gentlemen. That man better be on your top 5 pound for pound when Boo Boo Andrade whip that motherfucker's ass. Let's go, Boo Boo. Let's go. I got your back. Fuck all these motherfuckers out here in the WBC. I got your back right here. I got your back. Yeah. The most avoided fighter in the era of this era, Boo Andrade. When you beat Janabek, these motherfuckers out here in the YTBC media, independent media, these haters, y'all better put them on your pound for pound. Y'all want to shame them? Watch Boo Andrade whip Janabek's ass. He's scared to fight Triple G. Why y'all don't shame him to fight Triple G? Isn't he from Kazakhstan? Y'all didn't even want to shame him to fight Triple G. Boo-Boo, y'all want Boo-Boo to do all the dirty work, right? You want Boo-Boo to go out there and call out Canelo and call out Charlo and call out Triple G. And he don't do that shit on Twitter. He goes to these motherfuckers' faces. Hey, yo, what's good? What's good, Canelo? Oh, you a terrible fighter. Pay it. But he go into his face and be like, hey, yo, what's good? What about Charlo? Hey, yo, what's good? What's good? Triple G. Hey, yo, what's good? And all y'all want to do out here is shame the dude. All y'all want to do is shame the dude, create the narrative, and pass on with the narrative. All right. Y'all want Jenna Beck? We want Jenna Beck now. We want Jenna Beck. Jenna Beck, you won't get your ass whooped. You never gonna step aside in America again. One boo-boo whip your ass. You will never step in this country ever again. Get the fuck out of here. Boo gonna whoop your motherfucking ass, Jenna Beck. You scared to fight Triple G, your countryman, Jenna Beck. Boo gonna whip your ass. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go at the beginning, the intro, baby. This is the intro. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, sorry, yo, you know what I was gonna start with the intro. I was gonna say, like, yo, man, you know, I want to excuse my language and stuff like that. Boo was overrated. It's all right, Life and Logic. All right. I want everybody shit on Boo Boo right now. Shit on him. Because when he beat Jenna Beck, I want each and every one of you to bow down to the king, Demetrius Andrade. Y'all want to shame him. When he gets Jenna Beck, I want you down on your knees. I want everybody. I'm going to cook every soul in the WBC. Once he whip that ass. Watch. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. I don't give a damn. If I gotta be the only one vouching for Boo Boo, let me be that guy. And if he loses, y'all could come and y'all saying y'all could come to Punch Drunk Boxing, and then y'all tell me y'all feeling. Y'all tell me I told you so. I told you so. Jenna Beck, we gonna whoop that ass. Pause. You ain't never gonna step in America ever again, huh? Top Rank would be that we made a mistake signing your ass, huh? He's the boogeyman, right? He's the best thing to slice bread, right? He's the Messiah, right? We want the Messiah Jenna Beck. We want the Messiah Jenna Beck. Let's go. Let's go. I'd rather watch Janie's Hab hug them. Watch Boo Boo. You're lying. You're lying to Urge. You're lying, but it's all right. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. So when Boo Boo broke the jaw of Jason Quigley, huh? Right, he had emergency surgery. That was boring. See, it's a narrative with these folks. It's a narrative. Y'all been eating the narrative. Y'all embody the narrative. Oh, he's boring. So when a dude break a jaw, that's boring. It's boring. Okay, it's boring. It's boring. When we see another knockout, I want to hear y'all say it's boring. The Urge, I know you, my brother. You show love. You show love to Punch Drunk Boxing. But whenever we see a knockout, I want you to be like, hey, yo, that's boring. If Bam Rodriguez knocks another motherfucker out, I want you to come here and Punch Drunk Boxing and say it's boring. If Inoue knocks out his next opponent, I want you to say it's boring. If Canelo knocks out somebody, I want you to say it's boring. If Errol Spence knocks out, I want you to say it's boring. If anybody breaks a jaw in the sport of boxing, I want you to come to Punch Drunk Boxing and say that shit was boring. I want you to keep that same, I want you to keep it consistent, keep that same energy. Because I'm going to tell you, y'all dudes are blinded in hate. Blinded in hate. Y'all ask for this guy's too boring. Toma ahí mimito, coñazo. Coño, ahí toma, mamahuevazo, coño, que te voy a romper todo la boquita esa. Always boring. You're a liar. You's a liar. Let me put my brother right here. Hold on. After you gonna complain about Boo Andre after breaking the jaw of Jason Quigley? You's a liar. Boring after breaking somebody's jaw? You's a liar. Liar, y'all following the narrative. Y'all slave to the narrative. Y'all robots to the narrative, motherfucker. Esto se me dio. Voy a limpiar la boca. Yeah. Let's go. Smash the like button. Smash the like. Smash the like. Where we at? Where we at? Where the boxing world at? Where the hardcore, so-called hardcore boxing fans at? Where y'all at? Hey, yo, man, tell everybody your Punch Drunk Boxing is live right now. Put it on your Twitter feed. Put it on your Instagram feed. Put it on IG Reel. Put it on IG Live. Put it on your Facebook. Put it on TikTok. Put it on MySpace. Put it on AOL. If you got MySpace, put it on MySpace. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This ain't enough. This ain't enough for this energy. This ain't enough. Where y'all at? What channel y'all at right now so I could go over there and bum rush that channel? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where's the channel y'all at? Because this ain't love right here. Ain't nobody preaching like this. Usted tan loco. A ti te gusta Joel Osteen. Ese que tiene que es suave. Esta gente por aquí en WBC, esos son basura. Aquí el rey del WBC, ahí mimito. Ponce drunky, motherfuckers, everybody. Rider of the storm. Rider of the storm. What's good, brother? Punch must drive his neighbors nuts. Nah, man. I live isolated. You know what? You know why I feel like I can live isolated? Porque when I'm around people, no me gusta la gente, que hablan mierda. I'm a people person, but I'm not a people person. I'm a loner. I walk with a chip on my shoulder. That's just me. I could crack jokes, pero cuando yo estoy loco, ahí me mete, yo tengo un machete en carro, ahí me mete, ¿quién quiere problema aquí? Danny Madina, mi hermano, said what's up to the members. What's up to the members? Who goes right of the storm? What's good? Danny Medina in the building. Rey, ya tú sabes, mi hermano, aquí trabajando duro. Ya tú sabes. Hey, smashy the like button. Smashy the like button. Oh, what happened? I gotta diss somebody out here to get the love. Fuck that shit. What was showing Punch Run Boxing love? I love you right back. I like my loyal supporters, man. Fuck all these motherfuckers on loyal supporters, these channel hoppers. Fuck y'all, motherfuckers. Let's go. We live right here. And what's up to the people that gonna catch the playback? So y'all see the title, see the thumbnail. The WBC has put Keith Thurman as the #1 contender to Errol the True Spence, and people are mad. Bravo. Sanchez was good. They mad. Ay, tanquillado la gente. Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all been following with a Punch Run Box, what I've been telling y'all since day one. What the hell I've been telling y'all since day one? Ladies and gentlemen, look. We understand as a fan, we got to understand things as a fan. But also, we got to understand the business of boxing like we understand the NBA and free agency and the 10-day contract and the draft and the cuts they need to make. You understand what I'm trying to say? We understand NFL. We understand people play fantasy league. They understand how much these athletes get paid, who needs to get traded to make room for the salary cap. We understand the salary cap. We understand everything. So, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta understand the business model of PBC, mi hermano. Y'all have to be real. Just understand the business of boxing. You don't gotta like it. Just understand this so your ass won't be frustrated, acting like a bitter baby mama and family court. Just understand the business. Understand the business of PBC. And I'm gonna say it again, like I'm gonna keep on saying it. The welterweight division, as we all know, is one of the most lucrative division historically in the sport of boxing. It is stacked up. It got 2 pound for pound. It got past pound for pound in Keith Thurman. It has marquee names. Now, PBC got the marquee name and got the guy that got almost all the straps in Errol the True Spence. We understand that. We understand that the boxing world wants to see Bud Crawford and Errol the True Spence the #1 primary fight, not only in the welterweight division, but in the sport of boxing. In the world, that's the primary fight. That's the fight that the fans want to see. The hardcore fans want to see. That's the hardcore #1 fight that we want to see. Understood. Now let's understand the business of boxing. The part that you don't want to understand. The part that you want to just push to a side, but you can't push to a side because just like I said yesterday, we are going back just like the fans wanted. Boxing, I want boxing to be like it was back in the days. I want boxing to be like it was back in the days. How many times you hear it in every fucking channel, every Twitter account, every Facebook boxing group? You hear it time and time again. Past, present, the old heads that watch boxing. I wish boxing go back to what it used to be. I wish boxing go back. A lot of people don't like the evolution of boxing. It feels like boxing has plateaued in skills and challenges. So you want boxing to go back to where it used to be. Well, let me tell you where boxing used to be. Boxing used to be prize fighting. Boxing ain't had no fucking belts. Boxing was strictly prize fighting. Pugilism, prize fighting. It was not a sport. So now your wish has come true, folks. This is why the lightweight division, another lucrative division in the sport of boxing, another historically lucrative division in the sport of boxing, the lightweight division, the primary fight is lucrative wise. Prize fighting, Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Tank Davis. In PBC, whether you like it or not, the most lucrative fight in the welterweight division today is Errol the True Spence versus Keith Thurman. If we go into the heavyweight division, ladies and gentlemen, let's say Alexander Usyk beat Anthony Joshua again. Still, the most lucrative fight would be Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Second may be Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. Look, if Alexander wins and it's Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk, and then the next month is Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder might be the most lucrative fight with no belts. Let's not forget who just fought and when sold out within 6 hours. Within 6 hours as the tickets went to sale. Kell Brook versus Amir Khan. For what belts? It is going back to you. You got what you wanted. Fans, you got what you wanted. I try to keep y'all from talking about the past. Live in the present. Let's prepare for the future. Let's preserve the sport of boxing. You wanted boxing to go back in the past, and boxing has come to the past. Hey, bring the past back. It's all about prize fighting. It's all about the money. It's unfortunate, ladies and gentlemen. I don't agree, but it's unfortunate. The belt has been watered down. Jermell Charlo is not in the pugilist pound for pound. Devin Haney, Undisputed, he's not in the pugilist pound for pound. And people are going to be like, no, it's ESPN. No, it's those 18, 19 panelists that are writers, journalism, that have the power of the pen to put the boxers into the Hall of Fame. So if these guys ain't even putting these boxers in the pound for pound, oh my God, I don't even know if they're going to go to the Hall of Fame. They can't even get on the pound for pound when they're doing something great in this era. Ladies and gentlemen, boxing is back. Boxing is practicing its origin. Prize fighting, moolah, dinero, ching, motherfucking ching. Hey, Eubank Jr. versus Conor Ben. There you go, Eric Diaz. It is what it is. It is what it is. The fans' corner. I got you right here. I got you right here. I got you right here. I'm glad you said that, because the only way that Errol Spence fights Bud Crawford, if it's Errol Spence says, fuck you, Al. I'm sorry. You've been there for me, but this is what I want, or I will walk out. Give me Bud, or I'm not fighting nobody. I will walk out. That's the only way. The only way this fight gets made. If it's Errol Spence sacrifices his pay, sacrifices everything to get this fight. Ladies and gentlemen, whether you like it or not, this is what it is. Al Heyman is the advisor and manager to both Keith Thurman and Errol Spence. You know that. We know that. You can't neglect that. Al Heyman, PBC, Fox, Showtime, NBC. Keith Thurman has been the guy that opens up these networks. Whether you like him or not, whether you feel like he's the Derrick Rose of boxing, Keith Thurman is the most successful when it comes to viewership for PBC. He's the go-to guy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Understand, this is not about liking it or disliking it. This is facts over feelings. Listen to me. This is facts over feeling. You don't got to like what I say. These are facts over feelings. Ghost Guerrero versus Keith Thurman. NBC. Primetime. Free TV. Great viewership. Went from 3 to 4 million views. Keith Thurman. Sean Porter. Showtime. 4 million views. CBS, primetime. Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman. 5 million views. To this day, Keith Thurman got the most viewership of any boxing event of any network. Do you understand? These are facts, not feelings. Meaning that Keith Thurman never disappoints a network. He's the go-to guy. The sponsor says, this guy brings us the numbers. He does not fail us. This is why you saw Keith Thurman versus Mario Barrios when people was mad. Now, other than Deontay Wilder, who his fights was on ESPN. Remember, his fight was on ESPN with Fury. They had a share. So the most pay-per-view buys that PBC ever had away from Mayweather, Keith Thurman versus Manny Pacquiao. Now, some of y'all may say, but it's Manny Pacquiao. Not so fast. When it was Adrian Broner versus Manny Pacquiao, it did almost what? 400K reported. Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao, almost 700K. Even Manny Pacquiao said, I like it. Keith Thurman is single-handedly promoting this fight. Keith Thurman went from the Adrian Broner versus Manny Pacquiao almost 300K. That means he put in work to promote the fight. So on pay-per-view, Keith Thurman and PBC have the most successful pay-per-view buys. In viewership in free TV, Keith Thurman has the best viewership. Guess what? 3.1 million really was that it peaked. 3 million. Keith Thurman versus Josecito Lopez. The one that broke that viewership was Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez, 4.2 views. So, ladies and gentlemen, in boxing events, Keith Thurman is the go-to guy. NBC, Showtime, CBS, Fox. Do you understand? Whether you like it or not, this is the truth. Whether you like it or not, whether you want to see the fight, you're not. If you hear about feelings, if y'all want to be bitter baby mamas and family court, be my guest. These are the facts. Now, Errol the True Spence, his pay-per-view numbers are good with PBC. He's the go-to guy also when it comes to PBC. He's the one that kept his winning streak. No L's. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back to the welterweight division. Think about it. You work for PBC, guys. Everybody right now, think about it. You work for PBC. This is a business. Remember this. This is a business. This is prize fighting. You want it to go back to the past? We in the past right now. Boxing right now is going back to its origin. Prize fighting. Pugilism. Fuck the belts. I'm not saying that. Y'all said it. Y'all wanted to go back to where it used to be. Now, you're a PBC worker. You got money invested in PBC. You got money invested in Errol Spence and Keith Thurman. I am Al Heyman. Bud Crawford, you an outsider. I never invested in money in you. I did not build you. You're not my client. You're not my client. My client wants you, but you're not my client. I did everything possible for all these years to keep the power. What's the power? The belts. Why the belts are powerful? The belts are more powerful for the promotional company that they are for the fighter. When they get contracts, when promoters get contracts with these networks, they got to promise championship fights. Championship fights. This is why you saw Richard Comey versus Lomachenko versus they had a trinket WBO belt. They promised championship fights. So let me give you an example. If PBC gets a contract with Fox and they tell Fox, I'm promising you 17 championship fights, the belt is the power. The belt is the power. Now, listen to me, folks, whether you like it or not. PBC, remember, the advisor and the manager, Al Heyman, the advisor and manager of Errol Spence and Keith Thurman. The most lucrative fight for PBC in-house is Keith Thurman and Errol Spence. Whether you like it or not, that's the most lucrative fight in PBC. Now, why would I now think about it? The fight that we all want to see. But let's think like businessmen. I know we don't want to think like that, but you got to understand where we at in the sport of boxing right now. When we're talking about the welterweight division and we're talking about these fights. Why would I put Errol Spence to fight Bud Crawford? That is not in my, he's not signed by me. Let's say he beats Errol Spence, takes all the belt, the power, and goes to, let's say, the zone. Al Haymon PBC in the most lucrative division is powerless. Powerless. Think about this, folks. Powerless. Think like a businessman. Don't think like a fan, because this is business. Now, I would shit on Keith Thurman if I'm PBC, because remember, Al Haymon, this is my client, Keith Thurman. My job is not to satisfy the fans. I get paid to satisfy my client. I get paid to put as much money in that account of my clients. My job is not to worry about Bud Crawford. Understand this now. You understand, right? Whether you like it or not, it is what it is. My job, Al Haymon, I'm Al Haymon. My job is not to care about you nor Bud Crawford. I do not invest in him. I do not work for him. You know what I'm saying? That's not my job. We don't do business together. That's not my job. Okay. Now, my job is to put the best amount of money with my clients. In-house fight. Errol Spence will make just as much money with Keith Thurman, or even more, than fighting Bud Crawford. Keith Thurman, now look, I'm going to put Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence. Whoever wins we still got power. If Keith Thurman beats Errol Spence, PBC still got the power. And then we could do a fight with Bud Crawford and then the Bud Crawford fight. But how am I going to put Errol Spence and Bud Crawford, not look out for my client? What I'm going to do for Keith Thurman? What I'm going to do? If I could give him the biggest fight of his career, money-wise, and I could give the biggest win thus far for Errol Spence, and he gets the most money, he don't have to compromise the way that he has to compromise with Bud Crawford. You keep the power in PBC for one more fight, and if Errol Spence beat Keith Thurman, it makes even bigger. It will be the best win for Errol Spence if he beats Keith Thurman, then heading to the Bud Crawford fight, and then you get Errol Spence 2 pay-per-view big fights. And you also made sure you got Keith Thurman his big pay-per-view fight. It is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, I'm going to say it again. The only way Errol Spence versus Bud Crawford gets made if Errol Spence says, Al, I know you've been there for me, man. Even throughout the car crash, you was there for me, man. But, man, I only want Bud. Don't give me nobody else or I'm out. Errol Spence is in a tough position. And maybe Al was like, Earl, we build this. So this could be the biggest fight of your career, the most money fight. You missed out on the Manny Pacquiao fight. This is what it's all about. This is your money fight right now. And if you beat Keith Thurman, and everybody could see maybe Keith Thurman is not the same guy, get this win. It'll be with the biggest win because Keith Thurman already beat Sean Porter and Denis Garcia. Sean Porter is Bud Crawford's best win in the welterweight division. It might be Errol Spence's best win in the welterweight division. The most challenging fight. Keith Thurman already beat these guys. Get Keith Thurman out, get that pay-per-view money, you're going to get paid more. Even more. Keith Thurman is going to promote the fight better than Bud Crawford or Errol Spence. Y'all know that. He's going to promote the shit out of it. Yo, and if you want to see Errol Spence get out of his character, the only man in the sport of boxing that gets Errol Spence out of that humble character, that soft, humble. I'm not saying that he's soft. I'm talking about soft-spoken. You know what I'm saying? I like Errol Spence demeanor. You know what I'm saying? He's very presentable and things of that nature. But Keith Thurman is the only guy that bring that you could see the fire in Errol Spence. You want to see something special for Errol Spence? You want to see Errol Spence really want to go at somebody? Keith Thurman is that guy. You want to see Errol Spence promote? You want to see Errol Spence curse? You want to see Errol Spence? The only man in boxing that could get Errol Spence out of that character is Keith Thurman. And Keith Thurman is going to talk his way. I'm going to tell you like this. It's going to be like Charlo versus Harrison, that promotion. Keith one time Thurman, Errol Spence promotion. It is what it is. Hey, yo, smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Smash the like. Now, let me see where we at with the poll. Let me see where we at. Crawford versus Spence, 87-43. 98 people voted. Okay, he's leading. He going to talk that talk. I'm going to tell you like this. He going to talk that talk. Now this fight, let me tell you like this. This fight with Errol Spence and Bud Crawford is right there on the 11. Is right there. Is a few touches. It's ready to be signed. But they're now using Keith Thurman as leverage. More leverage. Yo, Errol Spence already got all the leverage. Errol Spence got all the leverage. You know what I'm saying? Right now, Errol Spence is the Canelo and Bud Crawford is the Caleb Plant. I'm not talking about in skill set or nothing like that. I'm talking about that. We all know that Canelo Alvarez wanted that fight. He needed that belt to become undisputed. Errol Spence need Bud Crawford to become undisputed. Now, a lot of people want to question if undisputed belts are watered down. I don't think that belts are watered down. I think now that people, it depends who's holding the belts. I think the undisputed, and it looks like this would have seen, man. This is unfortunate. This is no knock on Devin Haney. Devin Haney went out there to Australia, got the undisputed versus George Kambosos, but I just don't believe that people respected George Kambosos like that. Even defeating Teofimo Lopez. He's not even on the pound for pound in his own network. Let's just keep it real. Let's keep it honest. Not even the legends in the game respect the undisputed the way they should. Let's be real. Hopkins, Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya. People still consider, like Sean Porter said the other day, that Gervonta Davis is number one. Lomachenko was number two. It is what it is. I don't know. I don't understand. It's unfortunate, but the undisputed of Errol Spence and Bud Crawford means way more than the undisputed in that lightweight division. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. It's like Jay-Z said, we don't believe you. We need more people. It is what it is. So that undisputed matters. That undisputed matters. Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury, that undisputed heavyweight division, it just matter. People worldwide, everybody just respect them to the highest power. It is what it is. I don't know. It just is what it is, man. It's unfortunate. I'm gonna say it like this. It's unfortunate. It's not fair for Devin Haney. What's good? What's good? Rapstar Boxing Knowledge in the building. What's good, man? Jason, what's good, brother? Rapstar, what's good, brother? The voice of the UK, London, bruv. Brian Guzman in the building. What's good, man? No love to this game. What's good, brother? What's good? Donnie Medina, dime mano. Shout out to the members. Hey, yo, subscribe to the channel, man. What's good? Everybody, man, smash the like, but la ofrenda. ¿Dónde queda la ofrenda? Espera, la ofrenda. Estamos trabajando, estamos sudando aquí. La ofrenda. So, it is what it is, man. It just makes business sense. It makes business sense. It just does. It makes business sense for the company. It makes business sense in terms of account. And me as, let's say if I was Al Heyman and I got my two clients. Remember, Al Heyman is not advisor and manager to everybody. People work with Al Heyman. He's an advisor to a lot of fighters, but he's not the manager to a lot of fighters. Al Heyman is an advisor and a manager to both Keith Thurman and Errol Spence. What's his job? My job is to look out for them. Keith Thurman had been waiting on the date. He said on the last podcast, he said it last year as well, that he's been injury free. He went a whole year. He said it on the podcast Last time he said in the podcast before that he'd been waiting for a whole year. So if Al Heyman does not give Keith Thurman this fight, you got to remember this. Remember this. Remember this. Keith von Tom Thurman, and I think that y'all people forgot about this, he did a favor. Who he did a favor for? PBC, Al Heyman, and Mauricio Sulaiman. What was that favor? Do y'all remember that favor? What was the favor that Keith Thurman did for the WBC and PBC? What was that favor? He vacated the WBC belt to give Sean Porter versus Danny Silva Garcia. What did Mauricio Sulaiman said? Exactly. He vacated. What did Mauricio Sulaiman said? What was his promise to Keith von Tom Thurman? Y'all remember? Hold on, I got you right here. Hold on. Because I left my phone. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Pancho, take it away. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Dennis told me. Dennis let us know. Said it never means it. Had him at it bone. What do you mean? Screaming when out low. Dennis started showman. When it not a fiend.
Hold on. I got ya. Era mi amigo. I got ya. Okay. All right. Pancho, what was the promise? I got you right here, folks. I got y'all right here. Give me 1 second. Give me uno segundo, my friend. Hold on. Hold on. Right here. I want to put in the screen. So give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Subscribe to Punch Drunk. Tell them, right? Tell them. Boom. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. Let me put this up here. WBC President Sulaiman said Thurman, 28-0-22, will be able to challenge the new title holder for the belt as soon as he's healthy and able. Thurman figures to fight softer opponents in his comeback bout after what will amount to 18 months layoff. Now, Mauricio Sulaiman, Keith Thurman had a meeting with Mauricio Sulaiman that time. Hold on. Keith Thurman had a meeting with Mauricio Sulaiman on the WBC. Made a deal that I will vacate the title. It's a plan. It was a plan. PBC, Keith Thurman, Mauricio Sulaiman on the WBC. I vacate the title whenever I am ready. Whenever he's ready to compete and petitions to fight for the WBC, he is granted that. Now, he fought Josecito Lopez. Boom. He fought Manny Pacquiao. Everybody understood why he fought Manny Pacquiao. Boom. All right. So the WBC be like, hey, yo, you did fight for the WBA. It's Manny Pacquiao. I understand. Okay. What was his last fight? What was Keith Thurman's last fight? Versus Mario Barrios. While everybody was crying about why he's fighting Mario Barrios and why is a pay-per-view event, what was that fight? What was that fight? What was Mario Barrios versus Keith Thurman? It was for what? Title eliminator. Title eliminator. Jerome Boots Ennis. What was his last fight? Remember, the number one and the number two. The number one and the number two in the WBC was, I believe it was Virgil Ortiz and Boots. Virgil Ortiz is now fighting for the WBO. Keith Thurman fought the eliminator for the WBC. Boots Ennis fought the eliminator for the IBF. See, I tell people all the time, bro. I tell people all the time. Stop bickering, stop fighting. Pay attention to the rankings. Pay attention to the rankings all the time. It's people crying, bitching, whining about shit that's in the surface, shit that's going like behind the scenes. It's not even going behind the scenes. It's right there in front of your face. Mario Barrios and Keith Thurman was for a title eliminator. Virgil Ortiz is not for a WBC title eliminator, nor is the Boots Ennis fight with Custio Clayton was for a title eliminator, nor does Ben it was fighting for the WBA spot, even though that he got moved up as well. So all these puzzles, all the puzzle is coming back together, and this is why you see Keith Thurman is the number one contender to the WBC. WBC owed him a promise. He's back in position. He fought for the WBC. Remember Keith Thurman? Hold on, let me show you a picture. Hold on. I remember this. Hold on. I got you right here. Let me see if I can find the picture. Okay. He said nobody beat Thurman for that belt. Exactly. There you go. Hold on. Let me put this picture up. I got you right here. I got it. They did the same thing to Sean Porter. The WBO did the same thing to Sean Porter. He was not even ranked, and they skipped him. They put him in number 4, and then in a couple of months, they put him number 1 and took out Virgil Ortiz out. Yeah, a lot of people gonna say it's corrupted, but let's not. We hardcore boxing fans. We already know that boxing works this way. We already know that boxing worked this way. So I don't even know why people was even crying. No, he shouldn't be number 1. That shit is corrupted. That shit, man. Shut the fuck up, man. This is boxing. Always been like that since day one. Shut up. Everybody complain, boxing is corrupted. I ain't corrupted. And it is what it is, man. You pay to get in position. That's been boxing since day one. You're paid to get in position. Let me put this up. Hold on. Let me take this out. Hey, by the way, who want to see this fight? Who want to see this fight, man? We got to get this fight done. Rolly Romero versus Cobbs, man. We need to get this fight. Bro. That's the fight that need to happen, bro. That's the fight that needs to happen. Shout out to my sponsors, by the way. Shout out to my sponsors, man. Get your Chia Pet. Get your Chia Pet right now, man. Made with AKA I make smart investment, man. If you want to grow your hair, you already know they got a liquid inside. Buy the Chia Pet and grow alongside with your Chia Pet. Chia. Shout out to my sponsors. Get your made with the AKA I make smart investment. Get in your Target, Walmart, Kmart, Woolworth. If you still got Woolworth, get in your deli. Just get it, baby. Just get it. Hold on. Let me put this up. Hold on, man. Let me get this thing out. Hold on. I got you right here. I had to delete a couple of stuff, delete a couple of pictures. Let me go. All right. Let me take this chia. Get your chia pet. All right. Y'all remember this picture? What is this? Super chat not working? Come on, Ted Bayless. What's going on, man? Cash App is working though. But anyway, what is Keith Thurman holding? While everybody wasn't trying to see the fight, while everybody don't want to watch and pay for the pay-per-view, if you didn't pay for the pay-per-view, and if you ain't see the Mario Barrios versus Keith Thurman, you will know that Keith Thurman and Mario Barrios was for the WBC title eliminator. So guess what? Yes, Keith Thurman is in position. And if the WBC, after 6 months, wants to mandate, because that fight happened in February, we in the 5th month, 1 more month, if the fight... Yo, y'all got to listen to your boy Punch, for real, man. Y'all got to listen to your boy Punch, man. I know sometimes y'all don't, y'all think I'm crazy. I think I'm crazy. Look, I'm saying right now, I still think there's going to be Bud and Errol Spence. All I'm saying is, if they're still negotiating now the real pressure is on Bud Crawford. The real pressure. They're almost done with negotiations, I believe so. But the real pressure is on Bud Crawford. They doing to Bud Crawford what Bob Arum did to Teofimo Lopez. What am I talking about? Bob Arum told Teofimo Lopez, if you want Lomachenko, take this $1 million. Take it or leave it. Bob Arum gave Teofimo Lopez a take it or leave it deal. Remember, Teofimo Lopez was like, I'm not going to fight for $1 million. That's not what you promised me. You promised that this fight was going to be pay-per-view, and Lomachenko was going to get almost $7 million, and Teofimo Lopez was going to get $3.2 million to fight Lomachenko. That was supposed to be a May 30th fight, Madison Square Garden. The pandemic hit, but that was the plan. Teo was going to get $3 million. Lomachenko was going to get $6 to almost $7 million. Pay-per-view, Madison Square Garden, was supposed to be May 30th. What happened? The pandemic. So Bob Arum told Teofimo Lopez, here's $1 million. Remember, Teofimo Lopez only made $600K. He made $600K claim versus Lomachenko. He made $1 million fighting Lomachenko because Bob Arum gave him a take it or leave it deal. He said, Teofimo Lopez, if you don't take this deal, we got Felix Verdejo on deck to fight Lomachenko. Teofimo Lopez got shamed not to fight Lomachenko, but to take the money, the $1 million that was not promised to him to fight Lomachenko. The same thing that may be in the negotiations of Errol Spence and Bud Crawford is happening. But what you want? What you talking about? You want this kind of money? Do you know that Keith Thurman and Errol Spence, my clients, in-house fight, probably makes more money than your fight? He got these. My guys have the numbers. Keith Thurman got better numbers than you in viewership and in pay-per-view. Errol Spence got more money than you in viewership and in pay-per-view. Why do we have to sacrifice for you? We never invested in you. We never invested in you, bud. So I'm going to leave my client out, Keith Thurman, to a big fight. The biggest fight on my company. Think about it, folks. Remember what I want you to think about. This is your company. Think about it. You're a PBC representative. I understand that my client, Errol Spence, wants Undisputed. But for my company and my client and his pockets, the Keith Thurman and Errol Spence fight is as big or probably bigger money-wise than your fight. You think Showtime and Steven Espinoza or Fox ever complain about the numbers of what Keith Thurman and Errol Spence brings to the table? Nah. You never heard that. You never heard them shit on Errol Spence and Bud Crawford. Let's not forget, even though that the numbers may not be organic, Errol Spence did $6 million after the Olympics versus Leonard Bundle on a Sunday fighting in Coney Island. I know it was not organic, but hey, they did it strategically. In negotiations, you could bring that to the table. They're going to give Bud Crawford take it or leave it deal. Take it. Bud Crawford going to be like, hey, yo, man, I ain't going to take that shit for the biggest fight of my life and Undisputed. Nah, man. All right, we're going to give it to Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman, at this point of his career, he's going to take probably way less than Errol Spence. And if Keith Thurman wants to get back into that spotlight, this is the fight. For PBC, Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to keep on saying it's the most marinated, lucrative fight for PBC. Aside from a Deontay Wilder and an Andy Ruiz fight that maybe you'll sell good, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman is the most lucrative fight for the company. The only way this fight happens if Errol Spence shits on PBC and the Al Heyman and be like, I'm sorry, Al. I'm going to have to say what other fighters have not said to you. No. I would not fight Keith Thurman. He could say it in Twitter. He would have to say, no, Al. Sorry. Al gonna be like, what? All the things I've done for you, you telling me what? And I'm giving you a highest payday? Nah, man, this is for my legacy. What? Ladies and gentlemen, man, let's not forget that Errol Spence was on the Canelo deal. So don't tell me that there was all full force for the Bud Crawford fight. Because if Errol Spence, if Canelo Alvarez would have took that PBC deal, you know they would have never had a chance. There was never a chance of Bud Crawford, Errol Spence. If Canelo Alvarez would have took the deal that was on the table with PBC, Jamal Charlo, Cinco de Mayo, Errol Spence in September, or David Benavidez, no chance Bud Crawford, Errol Spence was going to fight. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the money-making fight for PBC. It is what it is. Punch selling fights when he uses the word lucrative. Look, the biggest fight in the sport of boxing, I believe, for the pugilists and the hardcores, the most wanted fight is Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. Keith Thurman lost that opportunity not the opportunity, but he lost his precision when he lost to Manny Pacquiao. Keith Thurman dropped the ball. Keith Thurman knows he dropped the ball. PBC knows Keith Thurman dropped the ball, but he is still in precision. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're in precision, you're always going to be okay. He's number one in the WBC right now. Errol Spence have yet gotten mandated by the WBC. Remember, he was going to be mandated to fight Danny Swift Garcia. He had the car accident. Mauricio Sulaiman, the WBC, voted to give him a voluntary defense. But Errol Spence picked to fight Danny Garcia. But that fight was a voluntary bout. So Errol Spence really never got ordered to fight Danny Garcia. That was voluntarily. For WBC, remember what I told you, but I was saying in the IBF, if y'all want to speed this negotiation, mandate Boots Ennis in the IBF, order it so then they could file an extension 30 days to get this negotiations and get this fight underway. People are talking about that this fight may happen in November. Certain insiders are saying that this fight may happen next year. If it happened next year, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, pay-per-view will be the most lucrative fight, will be probably the best-selling fight in PBC. And if people feel like they're running out of money, think about this, y'all. If people are saying that PBC, Al Heyman is running out of money or the money that he got from the billionaires or whatever like that, and people are questioning, the whole boxing world is questioning the revenue for a Bud Crawford fight. For the business handlers, Bud Crawford is not a gold mine. Thurman versus Errol Spence is a sure thing. Errol Spence's money, Keith Thurman's money. Keith Thurman promotes better than Errol Spence and Bud Crawford put together. So don't be surprised and don't be shocked when you hear that Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence, November. Don't be shocked. But I believe that Errol Spence is going to try very, very hard to push for the Bud Crawford fight. But has anybody told Al Heyman and PBC how they told him no? Have anybody had the heart to say no, Al? It's either Bud or nothing. I'll give my belts up and I'll move to 154. I'm only sacrificing my body. I'm only sacrificing a squeeze back to 147 for one man and one man only, pause. And that's Bud Crawford. If you don't give me Bud Crawford, I'm dropping my belts and I'm moving up, or I don't know. Maybe I'll have to find somebody else. Maybe me and Bud Crawford will have to figure this out by ourselves and be exclusive free agents. That could be a big move as athletes. If this is a big fight, maybe Errol Spence don't need Al. Maybe Bud Crawford don't need his representative. Maybe Earl and Bud will put their money together and do this fight by themselves, like Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer was going to do. Put their money together and make their own fight. I think that would be empowering. I think that would be trailblazing. And I think that they will set a new tone in the sport of boxing. Will they take the risk? Life and logic? Yes. Thurman is money. Spence is money. It is what it is. And that's for sure money. That's for sure money. You know when you lend somebody money, like you lend one of your little drug addict cousin money, and they be like, "Yo, can you lend me $50? I'll pay you back." And you just give you know you ain't gonna get that money back. That's Bud Crawford. That's Bud Crawford. They're gonna put money. What did Bob Arum say? How many money he lost? And he was saying it while Bud Crawford was signed to him. This is not what Bob Arum wasn't saying this when Bud wasn't signed to him. They gave Bud Crawford almost $8 million. They reported it was 6 and 4. I'm sorry, it was $7 million, almost $7 million, but they reported $6 million with the Sean Porter fight, $4 million, and they didn't even crack $200K. Bud Crawford, man, numbers are just he fumbles all the time. It is what it is, bro. I love Bud Crawford, but he's a fumbler. He fumbles all the time. He fumbles the ball. Now, you an investor, and you're going to invest in this, man, because if Errol Spence loses and this fight doesn't sell that much, I lose power and I lose money and I lose the chance for Keith Thurman, for my other client, Keith Thurman, to get the big fight and the pay-per-view fight. Goddamn, they will lose in each and every way. It's a risk that the company can't take. They will lose money. The revenue wouldn't be that good. Tim Smith is saying it. They say they are going to rob the fight. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what y'all think. Also, this Saturday coming up, you got Danny Silva Garcia and Jose Ramirez. He's campaigning in 154 for the first time. Everybody been calling Danny Silva Garcia Cherryville and things of that nature. I said no, man. Look at the resume of Danny Silva Garcia. He's been doing a good job. Probably got a better 140 run than Bud Crawford. I'm going to watch that fight. I'm going to do it live for that fight. Shout out to Jose Benavidez getting back in shape, getting back to get this big fight. I think it's a good big fight. You know what I'm saying, for both of these fighters. It's not a make or break fight for Danny Silva Garcia, because I believe that even when Danny Silva Garcia loses, he don't drop his stock like that. So I would love to see. I'm happy to see that fight. And then following up that week, we got Virgil Ortiz back in the ring, one of the welterweight phenoms in the sport of boxing. We got Teofimo Lopez August 13th. Hashtag the takeover, trying to take over the 140-pound division and making a statement and stuff like that, so he could put everybody on notice in 140. And we got Anthony Joshua. Then we got Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk, an anticipating rematch. Can't wait to see that fight. August is going to be heated. August is going to be good. And we still going to be winning on the negotiations, but they're going to have to announce these fights very, very soon, because if the fight is November, they're going to announce this fight very, very soon. Again, man, thank you for rocking with your boy Punch Drunk. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Might drop a video later on. Love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.